guys, welcome back to Thrifty Mama Scraps. So this is the third video in the series of videos that I'm doing. I have quite a few of these 8.5 by 11 sheets that I'm embellishing to make them look like a 12 by 12. So basically I'm embellishing this side, and then I'm kind of like adding stuff to this side too to kind of make it more current. These pages were done in 2004, so that was a long time ago, and that album broke, so I am making them into a 12 by 12 album. And so it's been kind of fun. It's kind of fast going because I'm able to you know, just do the side. And so if you are interested in doing that with any of your albums, if you want to make a 8.5 by 11 into a 12 by 12, this is kind of how I do it. Of course, everyone's different, and I'm just kind of doing this for fun anyways. So, because this is something that I have wanted to do for quite some time. I should fix this layout actually while I'm at it. This has been sitting in here forever. I really need to fix it because some pieces came off. This used to be a clock. I had made a clock, and this was the center of the clock, and it had the kids' photos in it, and then the clock stopped working, and I didn't want to, I still love these photos of the kids, so I put them on a scrapbook page, but like some pieces fell off and stuff, so this is one of the pieces that fell off, actually, and I think that was like right here, I believe. So that needs to go back on there. I'm gonna have to glue that back on. And then something was here. I can't remember what I put there, whether it was a flower or whatever, but I don't know whatever happened to that piece. So I think I'm just gonna put some other embellishment there. I'm just gonna do this quickly because I want to get this layout out of my stash. It's been sitting in here for a while because it needed to be fixed. So, but this kind of, you can kind of see where the glue was before. There. Okay, so what can I put here? I could put a flower there. This is kind of coming, I think this was straight too. Yeah, that's coming off too. That's what happens. This was created a long, long time ago as well. Probably about the same year, 2005. It's similar to this one that this stack of photos that I'm currently working on. I don't know. Was that like that? Did it cover that journaling like that? I guess it did. I'm going to clip that off so you can see the journaling there. Okay, now I just got to find something to go in the middle. What can I put in the middle? Even a circle sticker would work. Butterfly. That kind of works. Trying to use these up too. Now, I saved these plastic pieces, the cellophane from stuff, because I have a fuse tool. Never used it yet, but I have it. So I know that you can use the fuse tool for stuff like that. I think I'm just going to do that to cover up that hole with a butterfly. And then I'm going to put like a couple of these down here. I love it. That's so cute. Where can I put that though? Let's say put that there. That little heart there. There. I think that's good. I think that's good enough. I could put keep dreaming down here at the bottom, but I don't think so. So that's just basically that. I might even stick a tiny attacher staple. Where's my tiny attacher? Here it is. Just to hold these butterflies down. So there. Very cute. Okay. So this is done. And now I don't have to worry about it anymore. That today might work with that for this barbecue. I don't know what I have that's red, white, and blue in here. There's this stripe. That's not very big. So that heart kind of works. Oh, these enamel dots for now. So sometimes I feel like I don't have enough to talk about when I do videos, because I will talk myself to death, and then I won't, like, then I can't think of anything to talk about. I don't know if anybody else is like that. But other than just like, you know, that would work. This leftover blue, that was left of that one. And actually, this strip might work too. Even though it's floral. Oh, good friends make good times. That would be good, because we were at a friend's barbecue, so that would work. So we're going to start there, I think, and then work from there. But so as far as household chores today, I do have to do my planner. I have not done my planner for the week. And I need to do a meal plan. I can use what's in my pantry and freezer. As far as groceries, I don't need to get groceries or anything. I think we have enough stuff. But I have to sit down and figure out what exactly I'm going to make, because then I end up not knowing what I'm gonna make, and that sucks. When you're scrambling, you know, to try and find something to cook for dinner. And tonight, in actuality, it's just Ethan and I, so we could just have leftovers, and we might just have leftover beef stew that we had last night. That might be the easiest thing to do. Which I don't mind, and Ethan did like the beef stew. Hunter did not. Hunter did not even eat the beef stew last night because he is Mr. Picky Pants. And made several comments on why do I make gross stuff to eat, which beef stew is not gross, it's just beef. Surprising the child is not, well, he's not really a child anymore. He's not a vegetarian because he is not a fan of meat. Never has been. Hates potatoes. Those are two double whammies. Does not like cooked carrots, so that's another thing that he just is not a fan of all that jazz. So when my kids do not like what I'm cooking, which Ethan always likes what I'm cooking. Ethan is not a picky eater, and Matt was not a picky eater either. But Hunter takes after his dad, and his dad is a picky eater. So they both, although Scott loved the beef stew last night. He loves beef stew. Anything with meat and potatoes he likes. So I make my kids make their own food. They're old enough that if they don't like what I'm serving, they can make their own food. Because I cook once, that's it. If I cook. Sometimes I do on your own when it's just Ethan and I. And I'll be like, okay, you're on your own. I'm not cooking tonight. You make what you want to eat, whatever you want. And I usually keep stuff on hand that's fairly easy. For that, you know, for that situation. Usually when Scott is off, I always cook, or Scott will cook. And that's when we have our bigger meals. And then when it's just Ethan and I, and Hunter's working and Scott's working, then I just am kind of like, it just doesn't, it seems silly to cook for the two of us. It really does. Especially, you know, if I'm not really all that hungry anyway. Which a lot of the time I have to force myself to eat because I'm not hungry a lot of the time. But I'm trying to eat more smaller meals because when I saw the pictures of the 5K that Scott took, I don't know if it's a mental thing or what. I don't know, maybe you guys can relate, but last year I weighed a lot more than I weigh now. I mean, like 80 pounds more. And I know that I have not gained any weight because I weigh myself every morning. But when I see those pictures, I feel like I look exactly the same as I did a year ago. I don't know if it's just a mental, like my brain is playing mental games, but I just felt like you have the biggest butt in the entire world and you look totally ridiculous. And why are you even bothering doing all this stuff? That's how I feel. And it is a very bad place to go to in your mind because your mind is like, you know, I don't know. it's so frustrating though, because when you work out as much as I do, and I do a lot, and I don't know if part of it probably has to do with the fact that I have not changed my eating habits at all. I mean, if I want something, I just eat it. I don't really, I mean, I do keep track of it. I do have like a calorie tracker on my phone, and I use it religiously. But, and I'm always under what it says that I'm supposed to be under. I mean, I never go over ever. And, still, like the weight that it says, it'll be like, in 5 weeks, if you keep this blah, 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 the same diet, you will weigh like this amount, a certain amount. And it's like, really? Because I have not lost any weight. Like, I have stayed the same. So, I don't know. But I did notice, I've been trying to incorporate running into my routine. And when I only did, like, I can only run like 2 minutes at a time because I suck at running. But, and I used to run all the time. When Matt was a baby, I would go running in the morning. And I would run miles. I mean, and, you know, no problem running uphill, doing all that stuff. I could do it. But I was also 26 years old, and that was a long time ago. So, I don't know. You know, just trying to get back into it, I guess. But I certainly suck at it. But anyway, a week or 2 ago, I did run a little bit on the treadmill. And I noticed the next day when I weighed myself that my weight went down like by like 3 pounds in one day. But then I stopped and my weight went back up. So, because it was hard, and I was like, I debate every time when I walk or whatever, you know, on the treadmill at rehab or whatever, I'm like fighting with myself. Okay, do you run today? Do you not run today? What should I do? Oh, by the way, here's a picture of the clock that I made. I just saw that picture. This is what it looked like when it was a clock. If you can see that. And then I took the center out, and I don't know that I saved all of these embellishments. I think I did. But the clock stopped working after several years. It was a cute clock. But anyways, that was a random thought that didn't even have anything to do with anything. But, so I need to focus on eating smaller meals or something. Because I weigh 210 this morning. That's how much I weighed, was 210. And I have weighed this for a while now. And it's like, I really want to get under 200. Like, so bad. But how bad do I want it? That is the question. How bad do you want it? But I feel like I just... I just feel like now that I am older, it's harder to lose weight. I mean, it really is harder. When I was younger, I could just lose weight so easily. And it is much harder now that I'm older. And I haven't hit menopause yet either. So that, they say that doesn't make it, that makes a difference. Like, once you hit menopause, then your body just kind of stops holding on to fat But whenever that happens, who knows? I don't know. I feel like something should go here, but I don't know what to put there. I could put good times. There's a sticker here that says good times, but I don't want the outline of it. I think I'm just going to cut it out. Sometimes if I don't want the outside border, like I want the good times, but I don't want this blue and white border, I'm just going to cut it out of here. Cut the speech bubble out. And I don't even know if I'll use the speech bubble type thing. I might cut off that little hooky thing at the end. But, because it was a good time. So, as long as you're using your embellishments, it doesn't matter if you repurpose them. I mean, use them for... It doesn't have to perfectly fit your, whatever you're working on. You can make it, the embellishment, fit your project just by, you know, revamping it the way you want. I've been using that word a lot lately, revamping. So it's not a word that I use that is in my vernacular very often, or vocabulary. All right. So it's kind of crooked. So I think this is probably going to be the last layout that I do, because I need to make sure that the kids are going on their schoolwork and stuff. And hopefully I'll be able to get back to this, because this has been fun. It's been a fun morning. Probably boring for you guys to listen to me jabber on, but oh well. It is what it is. I like that, but I need something here now. Could put another enamel dot, like right there. I like to do it in groups of 3. Are you guys like that? You know, the visual triangle. I still think something should go here. It doesn't necessarily have to, but I don't know. Cute bow, but that doesn't really go. Finger tape that broke. What is in here? Oh, I do have embellishments in here. Okay, let's look in here real quick. Let's see here. Could just cut that little piece off. It'd be nice if I could find. That might work. It's not exactly the right color, but that looks like a firework. Maybe I can make that work with that. Make a little cluster or something. There's fireflies. Maybe I could use a little firefly jar. Lemonade. Yellow doesn't really go. Yeah, I think I'm going to throw that together real quick, just to kind of make it work. Here's a stamped thing that I used one point in time. Stamped image. I don't know if I want to. I feel like this needs like some more of a cluster on this side, just because I don't feel like it's the way it should be. What if I did it like this at the end of that photo? And then, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And then this is just a piece of vellum that I stamped on. And then just build kind of on a cluster, like right here, like around this area. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'll figure it out. Okay, so this arrow is going to be a part of the cluster. And then this firework, like picture frame, it's going to be part of it. I don't even know if you guys, if I'm in focus or not. It's just kind of like a, it reminds me of a firework anyway. So if I do this, like, yeah, I think I want that there, and it can overhang because I'll just trim off the excess. I'll just kind of like put it, nestle it like right there, and leave a little blue line, and then kind of like this here. That going off the edge a little bit, and then which, like this little bumblebee maybe in the jar. Kind of like that little one though. So I'm going to cut out this little mason jar. It's tiny. Not the best at fussy cutting. I used to be. Oh man, I used to be able to cut so well, like really intricate things, and then my eyes just are not what they used to be. They are not. Ever since I've had to get bifocals, I have no line bifocals, and ever since I still cannot see very well with my glasses on. You can't see the line, and I think that that's part of the problem, is that, you know, the bifocals go from nearsighted to farsighted without a line, and it makes it difficult to distinguish which. But I don't really want to wear my other ones. I do have some pink ones that do have a line, but they're kind of like old granny glasses. Or I feel like the ones with the line are kind of old granny glasses. And they make me look older than what I am. So, but I'm at that age where bifocals are it. It's part of the, you know, even though I don't feel my age. I don't feel like I'm 50. Or, well, I'm 51, but I don't feel like I'm 51. I don't know how old I feel. I feel a lot younger than I did last year. Well, actually in previous years, several previous years. But I just had not been taking care of myself at all. When you start taking care of yourself, it does actually make you feel younger. But I don't know what a mason jar has to do with a barbecue, but we are going to use it anyway. Just because I needed some stuff around here, and then maybe like a couple enamel dots. And then maybe I'll, well, I don't really want to staple because this is double-sided. Yeah, I probably won't staple. Yeah, I think that that's okay. What do you think? If it needs anything else, oh, I need to trim this. That's something that I didn't do. I need to flip it over. I just trim the edge off. And then I'll come back with this one. This is a hilarious layout. This is my son in the skirt and the shirt. The neighbor girls on our in our subdivision, they went to school with Matt at West Lincoln Broadwell, and they convinced him. I have no idea how they did this because Matt is definitely a boy, but they convinced him to dress like a girl. And so they dressed him in some of their clothes. But both of these girls are bigger than him, so I don't know where they found these clothes unless it was a sibling's outfit. And they did his hair and everything like that. And he is not too happy about it. He's like, oh, they even put makeup on him. And I don't know why he let them do that. I have no idea. But he actually looks like a girl, kind of. I mean, not even kidding. And the horrible thing about it is one of the girls had head lice, and she used her brush on his hair, and she gave Matt head lice. And oh my gosh, I was so livid. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I said, Matt, you never let someone use their hairbrush on your hair. Never. So, like, probably a day or two after this, he did not have this haircut anymore. He had a boy's, like, very short cut. Like basically had his head shaved. Because I was not going to, the minute that I saw it in his hair, I'm like, oh my gosh, we have got to take care of this immediately. And yeah, school had just started. Like, it was like a couple weeks before school started that they did this, or a week before school started. And then I guess it was a couple weeks. It was my journaling. He got sent home from school with it. And I was so mad because I was like, I was working at the time at another school. I didn't work at the school he went to. And I get a phone call at school telling me that I have to leave and come pick up my kid because he has head lice. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So, and if you're a teacher, you know how hard that is. It just was not fun. I was really upset about it, but we took care of it. When kids in my class had head lice, because every once in a while you would get a kid in your class that had head lice. If it was a boy, I would recommend that the parent would shave their head and just like use the stuff and then shave their head, because it's less likely for them to get it back. And you can see it, better. And so I did the same thing with him. We took him, had his head shaved, and yep. So those lovely girls, not very happy about that situation, but I did scrapbook it because I wanted to remember like how frustrating that was. But not only that, he just looks so funny. He would probably die if his girlfriend saw this layout. Oh, maybe not. He's got a pretty good sense of humor, but yeah. What a kid. So anyway, I'm going to be doing that one next. So I'm going to end this, and I'm going to check on the kids and make sure that the boys are doing what they're supposed to be doing. So, and I may be back or I may not be. I don't know today. But otherwise, I will be back soon with this layout, and I'll continue going on trying to complete this stuff and using up my stash, which I love scrapbooking with scraps and little pieces. I'm kind of in the same mindset as Nicole Jones 911. I love scrapbooking with scraps. Like when there are bits and pieces left over from like layouts that I've done. Oh, that's my favorite thing to do, is just like to go through all my stuff and use that stuff up. It's just a really good feeling when you can use your stuff up, the stuff that you have, without buying new stuff, you know, because new stuff is fun, but it's just even better when you can use what you have and make something fun and creative out of what you have. So, because I'm kind of cheap that way. That's why my channel is called Thrifty Mama Scraps. And I think what I'm going to do is use some of this paper for this, because it kind of goes, and it's at our house. So they did it outside. Thank God they didn't do it in our house, because we did not get head lice in our house, thank God. It was discovered before then. I had to wash his bedding and everything, but it didn't go very far, thank God. But yeah, that was a nightmare. And I was not happy about it either. So, okay. So I will be back, and I hope you have a good day, and hopefully I will start another video before too long. I'm not sure how long this is. Oh, it's 36 minutes, so it's perfect timing. So I will talk to you later. Bye. Thanks for watching.